Yep, the Rocky Mountain Showdown. That's what they call this one. Man. I mean, look, we seen what all right, Colorado State is moving into the Pac-12. So obviously they think that Jay Norvell has the talent to move up out of the Mountain West and go to the Pac-12. I think that I will say this about Jay Norvell. He knows how to scheme up his and get his team ready for their opponents, right? I think for each opponent, they play a different style of football with the multiple defenses with that 4-2-5 and how he's able to scheme that 4-2-5 defense into like a multiple type of defense and scheme it up according to their opponents. And we seen how bad that offensive line was for Colorado, for CU, and the fact that CU they're making changes to that offensive line. I believe they put so they took Justin Mayers from UTEP out of guard, and I believe they put Tyler Johnson there, and then they took Khalil, not Khalil Bit, but no, I'm sorry, they put Tyler Brown there at guard. Tyler Brown, they took him from tackle, put him at guard, and then they took Philip Houston from FIU, FAU, whichever one that was, and they put him at right tackle. I think he's only like 250 pounds or something like that at right tackle. And they say that they want to run the ball, but I watched interviews of coach. They're not running the ball. They're not going to run the ball. And if they go into this game, and I'm just being honest, if they go into the CSU game and Colorado think that they're going to start experimenting with running the ball against Colorado State, this was a very tough game last year. This ain't the game to try to get some practice in. I think that your practice is over now. To be honest, to be trying to run the ball, you ain't ran the ball in 14 weeks. Don't go into this game thinking that you're going to run the ball. Go ahead and try to, I guess, maybe if you change the offensive scheme up a little bit, like I heard a lot of people saying that know football a lot better than me, throw some wham blocks in there, stop just trying to run an inside zone, wham scheme, scissor scheme, put some tight ends in there, lead block with maybe a fullback or something and run the ball that way. But I don't know if they had time to implement that in the offense. And watching the offensive coordinator, Pat Schumer, in the interview, I'm not sure that Pat Schumer, even if he knows what's going on, he just like, man, look, I'm here to be a fall guy when everything goes awry. I don't know what's going on up there, man. It looked like a shit show, to be honest, with Colorado this year. That offensive line is definitely a problem. I will say that the defensive players have played better in the second half of the Nebraska game. I'm not leaning towards the side of saying they shut Nebraska out. No, I think Nebraska was playing the clock, but I will say that those defensive players played better in the second half of that football game. Um, but man, look, let me stop beating around the bush, man. They gave Colorado State University 7.5. I think that would be a good bet for anybody to take. Because CU got to put the gas pedal on. Some people say that CU going to win the game. I want CU to win this game. I do. I want CU to win this game just because of what Norvell said about Prime's mom and his kids and all that. I don't like him, the personal attack that he did. Disrespecting his mom, saying his mom taught him better, whatever, coming at him like that. Let the kids go ahead and beef. But man, they played them good last year, man, and their defense is still stout. I'm not fooled by that 52-0, man. I know I'm about to get reamed out for this, man, but I gotta be an analyst, y'all, and I just think Colorado State University pulls it out, man. And I'm not even saying that happy, bro. I'm not saying that happy at all. I'm not happy to do this. I'm just not, bro. But
No, no, I'm saying Colorado State too, because if we go back and we watch the two games that Colorado has played, against North Dakota State, I mean, they have not shown the ability to put sustainable drives together. If we look back at the um, North Dakota State game where they had their best offensive performance, and again, it's early in the season, right? But they had those chunk plays that put them in position to score. You know what I mean? So it's not like they have shown the ability to actually put anything together to say like, okay, this is any semblance of offense. Defense has been. Again, I thought they played a little bit better against the run against North Dakota State, but then Nebraska comes to town. It's like, nah, we're gonna run the ball. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Um, you don't want to be switching up the offensive line like this because it goes back to now we got the communication aspect of it all, right? And I know y'all had a very healthy, in my loaded Lux voice, healthy conversation about this yesterday. And I was in the chat, but I was dead serious. Like y'all talking about Mountain West, and well, the people that was, I'm not gonna put you in there, but like, nah, man, they put together like a swag team, like straight up. Like you have the upper tier swag teams that have guys that have some P5 experience, but they for whatever reason weren't able to cut it the way that they need to cut. So they go down to the SWAC level. Now they look all world. You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
that's how I feel about this. Like this is a SWAC team parading around in a Power Five conference. That is how they
Mm-hmm.
that is how they're constructed. The coaching staff would be what you would consider to be a SWAC staff, and it's not to say anything disparaging, but it just kind of goes to show like almost like we're not working with a budget like we need to be working with the Rolodex again. This and Dion is not absent from this. Like you can be as popular as you want, but you still have to convince people to come work for you, right? And so when you look at the staff that he's put
Yeah.
together, it's great that he has given these guys some opportunities to kind of coach at this particular level. Is something to put on a resume. But the worse this looks, the more it just intensifies the stigma that guys at that particular level do not have what it takes to coach at this
Yeah.
level, right? So from a bigger picture, you want Colorado to be successful in a bigger picture, but it's like when you just look at what's being presented, it's like, bro, like
Yeah.
there's no way this is not winning. And it's just the only thing that's sustainable, right? The only thing that looks sustainable is just unorganization, chaos, and just foolishness, right? But I
Yes,
will
man.
say this and to kind of piggyback off what Afro say, from an energy standpoint, like, yeah, this game was personal. Like the Nebraska game was personal. So if for anything, the first quarter, the first half or something like that, you'll probably get a couple of little cheap shots. You'll probably get, some unnecessary roughness, a couple of little flags. So, I mean, that'll be the excitement of it all because, that's what Colorado brings, like dysfunction. So it'll be dysfunctional. But, once the rubber needs to meet the road, I feel like not Kansas State, but Colorado State, I let it pull this game out. I'm not going to say it's going to
Yeah.
be go out, but, I mean, you just got to say it. I mean, at the end of the day, a brother going to win.
Mm-hmm.
so,
Right. At the end of the day, right, right. Somebody, right, a brother gonna
it's,
win, and it's crazy shit. Like, I mean, look, man, Travis Hunter, man. I mean, they like we ain't soft. Like, you get cheap shot in the game, he lacerates your liver, and then you take him out on a date for he'll go eat hot wings and bowling.
I mean, he's a nice guy, man.
Man, listen, bro. I ain't knocking him. I like Travis Hunter for what he doing as a person, but bro, you don't do that, bro. I'm sorry, bro. This is a football, it's a gladiator game. You don't do that, bro. You don't take a man out on the date after he put you out in the football
Now,
game with a cheap shot.
it's that southern hospitality that we are known for.
Okay, I could dig that. I could dig it. I guess so. But nah, but I don't know. Nah, I'm not doing that. But this game, it's sad, bro. It's sad, and a lot
Why
of
is this?
people
Why is this?
it's a must win because it's a must win for these guys, man. This is a must win for Colorado, bro. It hurts me, bro, to
Why
have to
does it
pick
hurt you?
Colorado
Why
State.
does it hurt you?
It does, bro. It hurts me to pick
Why?
Colorado State,
Why
but
does it hurt you to pick the better team? Why does it hurt you to pick the better team?
because I want CU to win, I do. I don't want to. I don't want to root against
Hey,
Dion. You know what I mean? I want Dion to be successful.
Chuck,
All in
think
all,
about
I
this.
do.
Chuck, think about this. All these players are winning in life right now. Going
Right,
to Colorado has boosted their social media accounts. It boosted their exposure. They're winning in life. You don't always have to win on the field. You win
right,
in
right,
life. You win in life. They have Deion Sanders now as a reference.
sure, bro.
I'm
Sure.
just being honest. I mean, you got
Rodney Crash says CSU ain't winning. CSU ain't win. I don't know. A Rodney Kraft, what gives you the indication that CSU is not winning? People look at the Northern Colorado game and say they played Northern Colorado. They did what they supposed to do. Yes, they did what they were supposed to do. Dominate that game in a dominant fashion.
Do
Go
they
look
feel
at the stats.
Colorado is Texas or something? Do they feel like
They played Texas and got blown out 52-0 by arguably the best college
yeah,
football team
arguably,
in
yeah.
football.
Yeah, like
Texas is arguably the best team in college football, literally this year.
yeah,
Literally. Until they
yeah.
play Ohio State and see how that looks. And I don't know if they play each other or not in the schedule. I got to look at the schedule once again. But they're arguably the
They
best team in
play,
college football, bro.
yeah, they play.
Straight up. Dominant. And their freshman running back was still able to get over a buck 30
I
on
think they
that
play
team.
Georgia this year though.
Yeah, huh?
I think Texas is playing Georgia this year though.
Oh, Texas playing Georgia.
I think they
Yeah,
are.
they playing Georgia, so I mean, we'll be able to see how Texas holds up against Georgia and stuff. But Texas is a dominant football team. You seen what they did to Michigan, man. Michigan still got some defensive players, bro. I don't know why people think that shit. I mean, I'm just trying to pick the better football team in this way, and I think that Colorado State is the better all around football team, bro. Like, don't sleep on them, bro. That's all I'm saying. He said, I believe CU doesn't really believe they can win and they'll find a way to lose in crunch time. I don't see how that is, bro. Like they tried to give the game last year to Colorado and they still wind up taking the game to double overtime. He threw three interceptions. They had a pick six in that game, a fumble, and it still went to double overtime last year, bro. Shiloh's not there. Chidozi's not there. You got Philip Houston at right tackle. Tyler Brown's moving back in the inside at guard. Like, why are you switching the offensive line around in a rival game? Like, bro, that matters. But I don't know. I'm just telling y'all, I don't know. I don't think that it's going to be by much. I think CU scores. I think CU makes it interesting. I don't think it's going to be a blowout. I hope it's not, but real talk. I just picking a better football team, like Shad said, and I think that they pull that one off, bro. I think they get it, bro. That's all I'm saying, man.